Hey everybody, I thought I'd do a really quick video on the JR Carbine and answer, would I buy it again? What are some of the pros and cons? And there's one of my girls. The pros, this is a non-restricted rifle. I am Canadian, so the fact that this has an 18.5-inch barrel, it's non-restricted. I can have this in my vehicle. It doesn't need to be locked or in a locked case. So long as it's unloaded, I can transfer it anywhere. You can also shoot it pretty well anywhere. Restricteds are limited to gun ranges within your province or territory. Pros, it's super accurate, it's a cool looking rifle, and of course non-restricted, and it takes Glock mags, which is really nice. The cons, it's way overpriced for what you get. It comes with nothing. Mine anyways, I paid about $1,100 for it. It came with an ETS magazine, which is kind of cheap and shitty. I have had a couple feed issues with it, so I'm really not impressed. I did buy a Glock 17 mag, and I'm not sure if you can see, but it has been chewed up quite a bit by this rifle. I've only put maybe 400 or 500 rounds through it. My biggest gripe with it is it's a huge pain in the ass to take down. You need an AR or a spanner wrench. You also need a couple different Allen keys, and it's just super cumbersome. The design is blowback operated. It's super fucking dirty. Would I buy this again? No, definitely not. It was an impulse buy. I totally kicked myself for buying it. It's super accurate, fun, and cheap to shoot. You know, it's cool that it can be chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson and 45 ACP. However, you also have to spend, $300 or $400 for those conversion kits. I will mention that this is clear and unloaded. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool looking rifle, but it comes with no sights or anything, and I just think that's so chintzy. I had to spend $160 on this Bushnell TRS Red Dot, which I've nothing bad to say about. It's held zero the whole time I've had it. I think I mentioned my primary reason for getting this was as a truck gun. I bought this, $250 Churchill 12 gauge, which is also non-restricted, which is way better. I'm actually going to be trading this JR for a Smith & Wesson M&P Pro Core 9mm with a bunch of magazines, and I'll be pretty happy to see this go. What really soured me on this is after shooting 50 rounds, this will come loose, no matter how much you tighten it. And actually, the charging handle will also come loose after 50 to 100 rounds. I had an incident at the range where I didn't have my Allen wrenches with me. I hadn't used any blue Loctite on these screws, which I say is 100% must. At any rate, I ended up having a live round stuck in the chamber. The charging handle came completely off the bolt. I couldn't cycle the action, and I was pretty much fucked. After that, I was just really pissed off with the rifle. I mean, no one really thinks of carrying around a baggie of Allen keys and having to check every screw. The charging handle was completely tight, as was the end here before I started shooting, and within 100 rounds they were both completely undone. And I think that's just retarded. So buyer beware, I guess. If you're looking for a fun, accurate plinking gun, give her. If it were me and you were debating getting this, I'd say hold off. Maybe get an actual AR or Kel-Tec sub 2000s are cheaper. While people have mentioned their kind of shit and they loosen and come apart. I mean, so did this, and this was $400 or $500 more than that Kel-Tec goes for in Canada. So I don't know. That's all. I'll be happy to see it go.